go. That's the sound I was looking for. Got a long post purge, and it's not adjustable. Seems like it's about 10-15 seconds. So probably gonna use a lot of air. All right.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a first time plasma cutter user. I've never used one before. I've watched plenty of videos, so that makes me a professional video watcher. Let's see what happens. Not too much air pressure. I did see some complaints about the post purge on this from a couple of comments. How long it takes to restart your arc if you lose it, so that might be a kind of a pain in the ass. Well, once I got it to stop cycling, I figured out that I had a bad connection for my ground, which is why it was cycling and dropping the arc. But once I figured that out and got the air pressure set at about 60, I guess, it started working fine. I got a little piece of metal here that I just cut, zipped that through that like butter, and then just cut this piece off there and dropped it. So worked like a champ so far. Once I got the issue with the torch taken care of, and it fits nicely on the bottom rack of my Harbor Freight torch cart. And this is what I did with my air back here. It had that barbed fitting, and it is threaded. And I was actually looking at replacing that, but once you it actually, the thread, it's a threaded fitting, but it also has a flange on it, and it holds the air valve in place. So I'm stuck with the barb fitting, and what I did, you can see here, is I just made a little pigtail with a male adapter, or a male hose connection, and threaded it on there. So all I have to do is hook my air hose up, and I've got pressure. I've got a regulator and a water separator at my compressor, so that's taking care of the issue. But then also in the machine here under the bottom, back here, there is where the bleed off is for the internal. It's got an internal separator, and every time you pressurize it, you put air on it, you can hear it. It's like your normal water separator. And it's got a pressurized valve that holds it. As soon as you let pressure off of it, it opens up and it drains out. So I don't think it's going to be an issue, because again, I've got a separator at my compressor, and this one I'll probably never see any water. But overall, I'm happy with it. It sucks that I had to take it apart, but it was an easy enough fix. I'm not going to worry about doing any kind of warranty and having them send me another torch. It's too much trouble. I'm going through the hassle, and it's working fine now. So that's it for the Longevity Forcecut 40D. Seems to be working pretty good. I've got I was cutting this. This is probably 16 gauge. This is the heavy duty stuff on the inside of the. This is the old inner fender on the El Camino, and that's pretty heavy. Heavy gauge, maybe 16, I guess, probably 18. But I had it set on 20 and blasted through this. Cut a couple of sections out on the floor pan that I'm going to be replacing, and even picking up on the dirty rust. It works nice with that pilot arc, because that establishes, even if it's got rusty metal. So that's it. Any comments, questions, don't forget to put them in the section below. And if you have any tips for a new plasma cutter dude, feel free. You know, any issues that you've run into, any tricks or tips that you might have, let me know. I'm learning. Thank you. Hope you have a good day.